Today we are going to see about the next part of the lesson, global warming. So, one quick recap we will see. We saw about what is global warming and greenhouse, and the same way similar to that greenhouse atmosphere, and we saw the different type of gases present in the atmosphere. Next we are going to see about global warming. First we saw about the greenhouse. Now we are going to see about global warming and its effects. Okay children, what is global warming? I already told you that the earth is getting warmer heat day by day, and this is because of many reasons rising in the pollution level, and because of the deforestations and misuse of our appliances like refrigerators, air conditioners, etc. So, the amount of gas in the atmosphere, green gas in the atmosphere increases. So, then this temperature in the earth's surface that leads to the global warming. Now, see how the global warming occurs. Global warming occurs. How it occurs? Children, first the sun rays. Like this, like the glass house, how the global warming occurs in the atmosphere. First, the sun rays enter into the earth and atmosphere. First, it reaches into the earth's atmosphere and then it get into the earth. That is the first step in the global warming. First, what it happens, the sun enter into the atmosphere and then it reaches into the earth. That is the first step. Sun rays enters atmosphere and reaches the earth surface. So, then next, some of this heat that from this sun rays absorbed by the earth surface, some of the sun rays that after reaches the earth surface, that is captured by the surface earth, and then that's how the earths get heat up, and this heat then again emit the heat into the back into the atmosphere. So, the earth, second step is the earth atmosphere emit heat back to the atmosphere. So, the sun first step is the sun rays enters the atmosphere and reaches the earth. Then this earth that gets some amount of the heat from the atmosphere, and then it emits the earth heat into the back to the atmosphere. That is the second steps. And third step, all the gases they again go back to the sun, but some of the gases will be trapped in the atmosphere itself because of the gases methane and carbon dioxide. So, the next step is what gets the heat, the Earth's surface, and it emits the heat back into the atmosphere. So, first it reaches, it captures the heat, and again it emits into that, and when it emits back, some of the gases that will trap the heat in the atmosphere itself. What are the gases that trap the heat? Methane and carbon dioxide. And the fourth step is the trapped heat warms the Earth's atmosphere, and again it turns into the Earth's surface, and the Earth is again gets heated up, and now how the global warming is happening. The fourth step, the trapped heat. Trapped heat warms the Earth's atmosphere and heats the Earth's surface, and thus how the global warming happens. First the sun rays enters the atmosphere, reaches the Earth surface, and this Earth surface catches some heat from this sun rays and make it heat, and then it emit the heat back to the atmosphere. When it go back, some amount of the heat is trapped by the atmosphere gases, that is methane and carbon dioxide, and this trapped is again warms the atmosphere and makes the heat surface, and thus how the global warming is happening, children. Then we are going to see about the effects of global warming. Because of the rise in the temperature, because of the greenhouse effects, it leads to many harmful consciousness. That first effect is the drought. First one is drought. Because of the rise in the temperature of the Earth's surface, it leads to the extremely hot and dry condition, drought. அதிகமா வெப்பம் இருக்கனால we are not getting rainfall, because that is why the Earth's surface gets hot and dry, that leads to drought. Drought na enama panjam. So it leads to droughts. This is one of the effects of the global warming. Next, it leads to the melting of icebergs. Icebergs in the polar region. The polar region. Because of the rise in the temperature in Earth's surface, it leads to melting in the icebergs. Icebergs will melt mainly in the polar region. Where is polar region, children? This is equator, and this areas of polar region. Polar region. So this, because of the rise in temperatures, icebergs in these areas, it will melt, so it will affect the lives of the animals and living in this area. So in this way it affects causes the global warming. And third point is it leads to flood. Because of the melting of ice, oceans, the level of the water in the sea and rise will increase, and that it leads to the overflowing in the low lying islands and coastal areas. Because the water in the melting ice that causes the water level rise in the ocean and seas, that leads to flood in the low lying islands and coastal areas. What's the first point? It leads to drought. Next, it leads to melting ice of bergs in the polar region, and next it leads to flood in the low lying islands and coastal areas because of the melting of ice. And last one is, it leads to changes in the climatic condition. Climatic conditions. Because of this changes in the climate, the crops, production of crops are affected. Because of this affected, then we will get the scarcity of food. The fourth point is changes in the climatic conditions. Because of changes in climatic condition, the production of food crops are affected. Because of this affected, we get the scarcity of food. That is the fourth point. So, once again we will see the effects of global warming. First, it leads to drought, then it leads to melting icebergs in the polar region, and it leads to flood and changes in the climatic condition that leads to the food scarcity. We saw, now we are going to see about 3 R's. What is 3 R's, children? That is reduce, recycle and reuse. If you adopt these 3 things, we will control the global warming. If you use these 3 R's, we will control the global warming. First, we are going to see about the reduce. Reduce means that if it involves the reduction of the greenhouse gases, all these three children reduce it. These involves reducing the production of greenhouse gases. So, if you adopt these 3, these will involve in reducing the production of greenhouses gases. How this is done by? First, the reduction is done by reducing the uses of fossil fuel, mainly children fossil fuel. Example, fossil fuel are petrol and coal. If you reduce this, that will reduce the production of greenhouse gases, and we can encourage the people to use carpool, and we can use public transport and moderate the use of air conditioner, etc. If you reduce using these fuels and started using these carpool, public transport, moderate use of air conditioner, we can save energy, not only because of that. And if you use CFL bulbs instead of regular bulbs, and if not in use, you should switch off the fan and light everything, then you will consume or save energy. We can save energy by using these three methods. First one is reduce, as I told, this is by reducing the fossil fuel. Instead of that, we can go for the carpool, public. What is carpool? Carpool is nothing but we should not use an individual vehicle for everyone. Instead of that, if you use if you use one vehicle, that is what a carpool. And you can use, children, even a cycle, or you can go by a walk to a nearby places. Instead of using this, then you can save the petrol and coal. That is what a meaning for reduce. Instead of using these things, we can save the energy in this way by carpool, public transport, moderate use of air conditions. Then next is recycle. What is recycle? We should reduce. Recycle is nothing but we should recycle the old products and the other things to generate the new products. What is the meaning for that, sir? Generate new product. என்னெல்லாம் பழைய பொருட்கள் இருக்கோ அதை நம்ம திருப்பியும் again we have to use it for making a new things. That is what a recycle. If you do this recycle, we can save the energy. That is, can avoid the global warming. For example, for this we can use jute bags and paper. If you use this, these are again we can able to make it again. So instead of plastic bags, if you use this jute bags and paper, again it is reusable and recyclable, and that is why we can conserve energy. Then next, the last, we go to the reuse. Reuse means once we are used, we will throwing out that into the garbage. Don't do like that, children. That it will be again used by giving to, for example, we are having dresses that will become shorter. Should not throw it in the garbage. Instead of that, you can give it to the people who are in need of that. Then the old things is again we are using to reuse. That is what is called as a reuse. If you use these three methods, we can control the global warming. I think you have understand the concept. Thank you, children. We'll continue tomorrow.